Hello and welcome to our Prezi on how to apply to competitive law courses. My name is Laura Evans and I'm an outreach officer at the University of Warwick.
And my name is Michael Odunami and I'm from Warwick Law School. As Laura has alluded to, we hope to give you a real insight into what a law degree involves, what to think about before applying and how you can make your application stand out.
Yes, by the end of this presentation we hope that you will have a clearer idea about why you want to study law, what to consider before applying and when to start researching, where you can find law course information and where you might want to apply, and how to make your application stand out.
So first of all, what actually is law? And by this I mean the academic subject area of law. Well, law comes into contact with every area of human life and tackles some of the big questions and conflicts in modern society. Like, should euthanasia be illegal? More specifically, law is a rule-based system that provides a framework through which to examine and understand different societies and cultures. Law degrees examine particular areas of these legal systems, and topics you study varies between university. However, some common modules you can expect to study are contract law, tort law, property law, trust and equity, constitutional law, EU and legal theory. However, law degrees are incredibly diverse, and different universities offer a different range of modules. However, at the University of Warwick, we offer modules such as human rights law, company law, Islamic law, family law. All of these modules are taught by leading lecturers in the field, and you can benefit from their cutting-edge research and insights.
So now you have an understanding of what a law degree might involve, we need to think about whether a law degree is for you, or why law. Your answer to this question will underpin your applications to law courses at university, so it is important for you to reflect on exactly why you think you want to be a law student. Here are a few of the most common reasons students choose to study a law degree. Firstly, they are passionate about the subject and can explicitly talk about what areas of law excite them. So think about what cases or aspects of legal topics really interest you, or whether a personal experience like appearing in court or witnessing an injustice sparked your desire to find out more about the law.
Another reason that students apply to study law is because of the great foundation for a number of careers. You've developed skills during a law course that are actively sought after by graduate employers and increase your chances of getting a job after your studies. Law degrees are looked upon favourably by numerous employers from a range of sectors. Your end goal could be to work within the legal sector as a solicitor, barrister or legal executive, in which case an LLB degree would be the degree for you. LLB degrees are accredited degrees that enable you to learn the necessary contents and skills to be a barrister or solicitor without having to carry out a conversion course upon graduation. For more information about this, check out some of the further content available today throughout. However, a law degree also equips you with the analytical skills, communication skills, and attention to detail that are relevant to a wide range of careers, from HR to finance. So it's also a great subject to study if you aren't 100% sure what career you would like to pursue. But you don't have to do a law degree to become a lawyer. You can take a conversion course known as the Legal Practice course upon leaving university that condenses the core modules from a law degree into 1 year. That then allows you to train as a solicitor or barrister alongside law graduates. In fact, law firms tend to look for 50% law graduates and 50% non-law graduates. Therefore, it's more important to do a subject you're passionate about and if you can get a high degree result in, rather than forcing yourself to study law.
And finally, students also choose to study law degrees as they feel they have the necessary skills to become a good law student. These skills could be being an excellent communicator and empathising with both sides of an issue, or having great attention to detail as well as the critical reasoning skills to construct sound arguments whilst deconstructing that of the opposition. Once you have decided whether or not law is for you, you need to consider ways to prepare for applying to a competitive law degree course. Firstly, a great way to demonstrate your commitment to law as a subject and test out whether a law career is for you is to try and get some legal work experience. This could be spending a week in a solicitor's firm or barrister's chambers, or even volunteering as an advisor for a community group or the Citizens Advice Bureau. However, securing legal work experience is incredibly difficult as it is so competitive. There are thousands of other wannabe law students trying to do the same. Admissions officers looking at your application are aware of this, so any work experience is good work experience, providing you can demonstrate relevant transferable skills. These could be time and project management, team working, communication and conflict resolution skills, all of which could be gained from acting as a cashier or waiting staff, for instance.
Another good way to prepare for your law school application is to do some reading around the subject, so you can demonstrate your understanding of a particular legal area that you are passionate about in your personal statement. A big mistake that many aspiring law students make is to try and read advanced legal textbooks that even third-year undergraduates will find difficult to understand. Instead, find introductory texts, newsworthy cases, or topic links from your A-level subjects to do some further reading on, and think about why you are finding it interesting. Another mistake that university applicants make is to pretend to have read a book by copying and pasting the blurb from the Amazon bookstore. Admissions officers often do a search of the internet for parts of applications that do not sound like the applicant has written it, so make sure your work is original. These are some of the books that Warwick Law School recommend to prepare for a law degree, but the list is by no means exhaustive. There are plenty of great books and resources out there for you to read. In fact, a good book is Letters to a Law Student by Nicholas McBride that gives an insight to studying law at university.
Next, you will need to think about where to apply in terms of the kind of institution you want to go to and where it is located. With a law course, it is important to go to the best university your A-level grades will allow. This is because legal and non-legal careers are incredibly competitive, and you want to give yourself the best chance possible of securing that training contract or graduate job. Consulting UK university league tables on the major newspaper websites like The Times and The Guardian is a good way to compare different institutions. However, you also need to look at the specific courses at each university and check whether your predicted grades and subjects match their entry requirements. You also need to consider whether they offer modules in areas of law that you would like to study. Also look at how you will be assessed during your course too. Are you someone who does better at exams or coursework? Finally, some law departments ask applicants to complete a national admissions test for law as part of their application process to identify the very best students. So we need to look at course information carefully to check whether you will need to prepare for this, which is also known as the LNAT. But don't worry, there is a lot of support online and on the LNAT website to help you tackle these exams. Once you've decided on a specific law course type or structure, you get to the fun part, deciding which university and where geographically you would like to study. We recommend thinking about whether you would like to be close to home or go somewhere completely new, whether you would like to be on a self-contained university campus where all the buildings and facilities are in one place, or in a city where university buildings and life is integrated within the wider community. You also need to consider whether your chosen university has the facilities you need to work and play, so a great library and computer access, as well as clubs, sports and societies to get involved in. Finally, you also need to consider whether the culture of the university matches your values. So do you prefer a more traditional university experience that focuses on formal methods of teaching, or somewhere that is more innovative and uses different ways to engage students? Now, we appreciate that there are a lot of things to think about when deciding on a course at university. Hopefully, hearing from Jack, who is a first-year Warwick Law student, in the following video will help you make some of your own decisions about university. Listen to all of the things he thought about when deciding on the right place for him, many of which didn't focus solely on the course.
I chose Warwick because of its purely down to its reputation. It's in the top 5 law schools in the country now, so I felt quite honoured and privileged to be at Warwick. I'm finding the course really interesting. The lecturers here are brilliant, all down to the seminar teachers also. They're always giving us positive sort of feedback and like really good information, like vast information, and they've like written articles and so on. It just, when you see them, when you're reading their work, it sort of makes you want to just learn even more, and that's how I feel. I'm constantly inspired. When I came here on my open day, the facilities really were a big attraction, and the AstroTurfs and the tennis centre and the golf courses nearby here in Kenilworth. I'm lucky to be a part of the golf team, and also I'm a member of the law football team and the tennis club here. And back from my days in school, I always tried to juggle work and sport. That's kind of my life really, and it's nice that I can still pursue that in Warwick. With the law football team, for example, I play in external fixtures, and we can sort of network with other law firms and so on, which is really good for me. I'm living in Westwood. Being a sporter myself, all the facilities in Westwood, we have the brand new tennis centre and the football pitches right next to me, and it's so convenient when I can just go back from a lecture and then pop out the door, and then I'm playing the match, and then I go back in and then do my work. I had to share the first 6 weeks accommodation, but because the rooms are so big, it actually wasn't that much of a hassle. And then the accommodation were really supportive, and they managed to sort it out within 6 weeks. So the Warwick accommodation really did a good job. I think I settled in really quickly here. I love the student life, I love the campus life here. There's so much greenery here at Warwick, and coming from Wales, it's nice that it's quite a homey feel to Warwick, and that was a big attraction when I came here.
Thank you, Jack. Once you've decided on your course and institutions, you need to start putting together your application. This is done online through the Universities Colleges Admission Service website, and you can apply to up to 5 universities of your choice. This application will include all of your personal information, educational history and grades, and the personal statement. Your personal statement is an important part of your application that helps universities and admissions officers decide whether you're the right for the course and their department. In this statement, you should talk about why you're applying for the course and demonstrate your suitability for that course.
With a competitive subject like law, you need to make sure you write a personal statement that helps you stand out from other applicants. To do this, you must make sure that your statement is original, relevant to the law courses you're applying for, and well structured.
First and foremost, admissions officers like me are looking for your reasons for choosing the academic course of law, not why you want to be a lawyer or solicitor. At the end of it, you're applying for a course and not a career. Make sure that you then talk about how your academic abilities and interests tie into the topics and structure of law courses you're applying to. Also write about your extracurricular activities and work experience and how they have equipped you with skills to become a successful law undergraduate and a member of the university community. Try not to include unnecessary legal quotes to impress the admissions officer, unless they add real value to what you are saying and you can incorporate them into your argument to demonstrate your understanding.
A good tip for writing a relevant and well-structured personal statement is to use the ABC approach, or activity, benefit, course. When you identify an activity or something you have done that would make you suitable for a law course, like volunteering with your local Citizens Advice Bureau, you need to describe that activity, then talk about the benefit of doing this, such as gaining particular skills, and then write about how this will help you study the law courses you are applying for.
In summary, a good personal statement uses the ABC approach and is original, interesting, and enthusiastic, is relevant to the course and well researched, and is clearly structured. Most of all, successful applicants who will demonstrate exactly how their academic abilities and skills make them suitable for a law course, not a career.
Hopefully you will now have a much better understanding of what a law degree involves, the things you need to think about before applying, and how to make your application stand out. If you want to find out any more information, please visit some of the links to these organisations posted below this video, or email Iggy on info@iggy.net.
Thanks for listening and best of luck with your applications.